The Hidizs MM2. Overall build quality, we have a metal faceplate here with this see-through shell. Looks pretty sharp there. This little thing here, let me see if I can get it off. It comes off. And then like, you can see that like spins out. And then they give you two other sets so you can change the tuning of this IEM. So it's almost like having three IEMs in one. That's kind of cool. And it actually does something. It's not like a switch or a nozzle change where it's like, oh, it kind of does something. No, this makes a huge change actually. So yeah, pretty cool concept. The ear hooks are comfortable enough. No issues here. The cable is, yeah, it's totally fine. It kind of reminds me of like the Olina cable or the Rinko cable or stuff like that. Pretty well behaved, does the job. Yeah, totally fine when it comes to build. I don't have a lot of gripes here. These are the extra tuning things, whatever you want to call them. So there's a bass, there's a normal. I currently actually have the bass on there. That's the normal, and then there's a treble. So yeah, very interesting concept. The case is it's actually quite nice. It's like this like pouch, slides in like that. I like the case. Yeah, no problems with the case here. So how do these things sound? The normal tuning, or the stock tuning insert here, it has an interesting quality to it, because this is a 1 magnetostat balanced membrane and 1 dynamic driver hybrid set, whatever that means exactly. It sounds interesting. It definitely sounds different. It doesn't sound like a single dynamic driver IEM. It sounds interesting. I don't know how else to explain it. It has a very interesting timbre to it. It's not like it's like completely off. It's not like it's just interesting. It's not like it's bad. It's just interesting. The bass is it's enjoyable to me personally. I didn't have any problems with the bass. The upper mids, it's a bit forward for me, a little bit shouty, but like, yeah, it's a little bit shouty. And then the treble is kind of relaxed. The normal tuning, not really my thing. The treble tuning, it's like a little bit less bass, a little bit more of the upper range there. Not really my thing either, personally. But the bass tuning, it's like super bloated, super muddy, and I kind of dig it. I like bloaty, I like muddy. What can I say? It's like, it's a very easy listen in the sense that like there's not any treble harshness. It's not coming off like grating to my ears with the bass plugs in. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Let's talk about some songs. The Real Mackenzies. With the normal, I'm not going to really talk about the treble one a whole lot, because to me, it's just like a slightly brighter version of the normal. Like, it's not a huge difference. But the bass one it's worth talking about, and I'll talk about the normal one as well. So the normal tuning, it sounded okay. It's just, yeah, it's a little bit shouty here and there. With the bass tuning, it sounds thick. You get a lot of that bass guitar in there. You get a lot of that lower end percussion. It's enjoyable to me. I like that. I like the bass. The bass plugs, they're kind of fun. It's not, yeah, I don't know. It's not like it's like the most technical thing in the world, but like it's enjoyable. It's relaxing. Like I can turn it up and like feel like I can get pretty dang loud with it, and it doesn't hurt my ears. So interesting. Smash Mouth All Star Shrek. It's a little bit too bloaty for me on this song, just a little bit, but like with the bass. With the normal, it was okay, but yeah, it has a little bit of that shout, but it's just interesting. It's just an interesting sound. I don't know how to explain it. It's not, yeah, Yeah, I have no idea how to explain it, to be completely honest with you. It, mm, mm, mm. With female vocals, with the normal plugs, it sounded pretty good with Motel Flamingo. With the bass plugs, I don't mind a little bit of warmth on a female vocal. Like, to me personally, I kind of enjoy that personally. Um, I actually really liked Motel Flamingo with both the normal and the bass plugs. Um, yeah, I dig that song. Follow Me. Little bit, just a pinch too bloaty with the bass plugs, but it borderlines intense with like normal and treble plugs. Like it's that borderline intense with that guitar riff. Um, Eminem, The King and I, the bass plugs are kind of fun. Like, I'm a bass head. What can I say? They're super bloaty. They're super, like, they are bleeding into the mids. They are bloated. They are muddy. They are all of those descriptives, but they're fun. They're fun. They're different. They're not like the same old, same old. Um, I'm curious, like, why it's such a big change between like the bass and the normal, but the treble and the normal is such like a minute difference. That is I don't know. It's weird to me. Um, I almost wish there was something in between the bass and the normal. And I wish that was the normal, and I wish the normal was the treble. I don't know if that made sense, but overall, uh, it's a cool concept. I think I dig this. I dig the fact that yeah, you can like take these out, swap them in the IEM, they spin out like that, and then you can like swap it and get a different tone. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. It's way better than switches. It's way better than nozzle swaps. This is cool. Also, yeah, if you like plug them, you it does some weird things. So like, there's definitely like an airflow thing happening there. It's interesting, but yeah, overall, it's a cool concept. I think it's neat. The build quality is fine, I guess, and the sound is interesting. Yeah, it's just it's interesting. Like, is this something I would listen to every day? No, no. But is it like a guilty pleasure kinda where it's like I kind of want something different that I haven't heard before? Yeah, that is kind of what this is. Um, I was originally going to compare it to the Rinko, but they sound surprisingly different, even though they're tuned kind of similar when you have the normal plugs in. Yeah, I don't know. It's different. It's different. It's different. I'll give it that. And yeah, I don't know. For that alone, interesting buy. Definitely an interesting buy. Um, yeah. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.